Hi guys, Dan at Viking Aquatics UK. Just a quick update video, little fish room tour. How the tanks are getting on. I've not done one for a couple of months. I think it was March I did the last fish room tour, and it's May now, so time's been travelling quick. I wanted to be showing the pond today. I've built my own filter system for it. It's gone really well in the garage, but the lighting's not very good yet for the recording. So, and this will probably be the last fish room tour with the catfish in the tank now, which is a shame, but now I'm really excited to scape this tank, because I think I'm going to be able to scape it even with the Asian in there. Asian Arowana doesn't mind escape in the middle. It would be nice to not have the tank so plain. I had to keep it bare so there's been room for the catfish. But yeah, they're going to be moving into the pond. They're doing really well though. Also, the red-tailed cat has been shedding its skin a lot. Anyone who doesn't know, when they grow, just before growth spurt, they always shed skin. And it gets all over the water, so I've been doing a lot of water changes in this tank to keep the water clear for him. But yeah, he's looking lovely. He's definitely worth all the effort I'm going to for this pond. And these two. The hybrid. And the tiger shovel nose. The true parrot I've had to leave in here just because of his attitude, but I have moved quite a few fish out of this tank now over the past couple of months, just to give more space for the catfish. Once they're gone, I can move a couple of other fish back in here. The Asian's definitely staying in here, the Asian Arowana. I love the Asian Arowana in this tank, and he's got a while longer. Such a beautiful fish. Super high back golden crossback ears. Anyone who doesn't know, in the UK, if you're keeping an Asian Arowana, you need its certificates to prove that it was authentically farm bred, because they're endangered in the wild. They're actually illegal to keep in some countries, some states in America, and I think Australia as well. I think, not 100% on that, but in the UK we can keep Asian Arowanas as long as we have paperwork. Got a certificate to prove his import, and on a certificate to prove he's farm bred. He's a Malaysian golden crossback, super high back. If I'm honest, he's probably my favourite fish. Raised him from small. Still got more growing to do yet though, but he's grown a lot while I've had him. I bought him off a really good friend, Myron. But Myron, every now and then he puts the tank in there. He's still tank boss. The catfish ignore him, but every now and again he still asserts his authority. Yeah, I bought him off a good friend, Myron, but Myron originally got him, I think, from a Planet Arowana. Yeah, beautiful fish anyway. Getting a little bit lost watching him then. There's a big plaque as well. He's just nailed the courgette last night. Hence why I won't be feeding this tank in this video. Just because I've already been fed. They had a really good feed yesterday and I got on top of my water quality, so I can't feed him just for the sake of it. I should have waited to do it in this video, but I'll be feeding some of the other fish. The plants as well are doing well on the top. So this one's doing really well. I've moved it over here, it was hogging the light. Oh, my Maranta, my old red Maranta. It's actually took a hammer in this plant because I keep taking cuttings off it and giving them to friends that I know from keeping fish, and I'm trying to get them into the plants. So I keep telling him Big Plant Lads channel, and I'm giving them cuttings to get them into the plants for the fish rooms and stuff. But yeah, this one's took a bit of a hammer, and so it's not. I love it. It's doing really well because it's supplied a lot of mates with cuttings. But what is special about it that's not happened to me before? It's by fluke. It's nothing I've done special. It's been flowering. Let's see. Lovely little pretty flowers. They probably could look better. Like I said, it's took a bit of a hide in this plant. I've took a lot of cuttings for it at different stages. They've all done mint as well. So it is a good mother plant. The yucca's doing really well. My youngest son Odin made me that at nursery. And flower with his face on, so that's gone in there. I'm happy with that. Yeah, some of these plants. Oh, this one is new. Begonia Rex. It's my first ever begonia I bought. Spin it around a bit. It's beautiful. I've had it facing the other way just because of the light coming through the window. This is Alocasia gigantea, you know, the big one I was showing you in the old video. I took this off it. There's a little section, it's doing so well in its own pot. It's really come on strong right at the window. Alocasia Jacqueline's right at the window as well. That new leaf was uncurling last time, I think. It's gone massive. I'll be expecting another one off it soon. And the bird of paradise there, you can see the big wide leaf in the middle is still uncurling. It's just opening up. Down the back they are hanging. And then I've got Anthurium up there. It's just for now so it can compete for the light. And then Golden Queen. Marble Queen Pothos up there. And so the plants are doing really well. There's some more up there. And back to the fish. Yeah, so the catfish will be moving out of there over the next couple of days, and I'm going to work on getting the lighting good in there so we can be getting videos of them in there. And how I've gone about building my filter. Got some really good tips off Aquarium Domain to build my own, and from Joey as well off DIY. Really good channel. So I've been using a few good channels to get combining what works for me off different channels, but yeah, building the filter system, the temporary pool pond. It's going well. And then I'm going to go into the corner tank now. It's changed quite a bit lately. Oh, there is a new fish in here as well actually. There's a couple of new fish actually. So he's just darted off around the back, but that's a young pike. There's a peacock bass there. He's really confident. And the two young dapnoids are still in there. Oh, here comes the pike. Oh, he's gone again. There we go. There's the new pike. He's a younger one. Just took over the tank as tank boss. I have done a bit of a water change in this tank today, but there's a lot of particles blowing around. It's been disturbed quite a lot. But yeah, the plants are doing well in here as well. That one's 5 in there, it's got a bit of height on it there already. See how quick the peacock bass are. Just dart round they do. Just catching to the left of shot there. I shown in the last Fishroom tour my little tiny Thai constellation that I got. It was in a tiny pot. I've repotted it. If you go back and watch the old one, you'll see how small it was. I was dead excited because this leaf here was uncurling, and it ended up twice the size of this one, so I was really happy about that. But now I've produced another one, twice the size of the last one. It's more variegated too, and now you see the tip there, it's going to produce its next one. I have been cheating a bit with this because it's one of my rarer plants. I got it so small because they're expensive to buy big. But I've got one of my aquarium lights there right on it. But I've had that there anyway to help with my Monstera Deliciosa that's been in this aquarium. Again, that was on my last video, but it's all the roots are going straight into the fish tank. So it's no soil, substrate, anything like that, just straight into the fish tank. And it's already, so this is one of its most mature leaves, fenestrated, but it was opening these new leaves last time. 1, 2, and now it's opening another one here. So hopefully I'll keep climbing that up the wall. And I got one of these recently as well, Skin Daptis, just check. I always say it wrong. Skindaptis pictus trevi. That Botanical Bay plants as well. Such a good shop. That's where I get quite a lot of my plants from. Based in Clandud now, but I'm not sure whether they are online. They probably are. They're definitely on Facebook, and it's a great shop. I love it. A lot of my best plants have come from there. This Thai constellation come from there too. And just round this corner as well, I've got trailing hearts, pepperonia, and the monkey leaf up there as well. Oh, and here as well is my big alocasia tigrinus, not the zebrina. There's a zebrina and a tigrinus, and that's the tigrinus. You can see its stems are lovely. But yeah, it was labelled when I bought it, and everything I bought from there has been Babam. So it's the alocasia tigrinus, not zebrina. They look very similar to me, but they're professionals there, they know this stuff. And some of the plants above here as well. And going to the tank below, the Jardini has hit a big growth spurt over the past couple of weeks. Big growth spurt. I'll just kill the big light in the room a sec. There we go, we shouldn't get any glare on the tank now. But yeah, the Jardini has really hit a growth spurt in the past couple of weeks. I actually moved the Ray out of here as well because the Ray is growing really fast. She's a hybrid, but she's got such a good appetite. She eats every day. So I've actually been having to just starve her one day for water quality, but she would eat that day as well, really. She's doing really well, but this tank just wasn't big enough for her with all these, and I was having to take more and more scape out, and it wasn't fair on all the plaques. My lapid cactus pleco loves wood in caves, and the fire eels like the pipes, and the pikes do. It wasn't fair, so the rays moved out of here, and which has allowed me to put more of my pipes in, which has made the fish a lot happier. So on my last video I was doing an update that the red devils were just moving into this tank. There's one of them, there's the other. They settled in really well, but now the red terror, the first day, has also moved into this tank, and he's coming on amazing in here. So when the red devils moved out of the monster grow out tank, he became tank boss. So I have to wait until they're bigger than a mussel, at least bigger than a mussel, because this Jardini is really calm. He's lovely with the fish in the tank, but if they're about the same size as a mussel, he can eat that whole. It doesn't matter how nice he is. if he can fit it in his mouth just like any fish, he will eat it. So when I say I've trained him, I've not trained him, when I say I've had him from young with fish, it helps making him calm. But the food chain's a food chain. If you put a fish in there that's small enough for him to eat, even if it is a predator, he'll eat it. But as long as I put bigger fish in there, he seems to be quite calm. The only fish he ever didn't get on with was I tried the African Odo pike in it, and he was willing to give it a chance because he was used to the mascara barbs when he was younger. But the African Odo pike didn't take well to him, so I had to move that into a different tank, which is a shame because I would have definitely been able to keep him in this tank. If the Jardini had been bigger, I would have been alright, because then the African pike would have, not been cheeky, but because the size was so similar, you'd be seeing it as a challenge, which is a shame. But a good tip if you're ever trying fish in different tanks, I tend to do it the night before a day off work, because then I can stay up late watching them. I don't just put them in and then go out for the day or even to the shops for 10 minutes. I'll put them in on an evening when I'm going nowhere, and then I'll sit and watch them on a night. So if any kickoffs happen, I can just take them out that night. But sometimes, a lot of the time, it seems fine on the night they settled, mainly because the fish you've put in there is still a little bit spooked. But if that's the one that's going to kick off, it'll be the next day in the morning when it's settled into the tank and when it starts getting ballsy and looking for trouble in the tank. So that's why I always do it the night before a day off, not even on the day off, because then I've got the whole evening, the morning and the next day to be watching like an eagle. I don't know, it works for me. It's not scientific, there's something I've learned works for me. It's a good tip. Any other good tip is that one. Everyone knows if it fits in the fish's mouth, it's going to eat it. I like it to be not fit in the mouth by quite a bit as well if possible, because sometimes they can nearly fit it in and then they're choking and then both fish can die again. So it's stressful when you're introducing new fish, but worth it when it works out. And as long as you're on standby to take the fish out if need be. I spend a lot of time looking at all my fish each day, so if anyone's being picked on, I'm onto it. That's another good tip, having multiple tanks, so you can always move fish at the drop of a hat. I'm lucky I've got some big ones now in the garage too. They don't look as pristine as these ones, as polished, but they're good tanks that do their job, that don't leak and hold a lot of water like these, so it's good to have tanks like that. If you get a sick fish as well, a big sick fish, it's a nightmare because you've got to stress all your fish out of treatments if you don't have spare tanks on standby. I should really do a little tips video of things that I've learned, but it's just, they're not really scientific, it's just things I've learned as I've gone along. It's not a video I've done before. Let me know in the comments if there's any types of videos you'd like me to do. I don't think I'll ever do a rant video because it's just not me. I've never been a whinger, so I don't think I'll be doing any ranting videos. But if there are any other ideas, maybe some tips or some species spotlights, let me know in the comments, please. Jardini's doing so well. If you remember on the old videos, spooked a lot more. He's settling in so well. He's been in the tank the longest, but because he was so young, it took a while for him to settle. Oh, actually, he bit me on the finger the other day as well. the first arowana, and if you follow the channel, I've had big silvers, big Asian Arowanas, and none of them have ever bit me. And this Jardini bit me the other night, but not out of aggression. He's really calm. But I was putting the muscles in for him, and he jumped out the water and caught my finger. He must have thought it was a mussel. Didn't hurt, but it shocked me, like. But yeah, it's since I've noticed his growth spurt as well. Clown knifefish are doing really well as well. Down at the back there. There's 2 of them in there, one of them I'm growing for a friend. There's a Jack Dempsey. Spotted Raphael talking catfish. There's a striped talking catfish as well in there. Best day. Just whip the light back on as well to show you this is the second begonia. It's the newest plant I've got, but it's my second ever begonia. Really happy with that one. Again from Botanical Babes in Llandudno. Such a good shot. Oh, and I put these up. Watering cans on the wall. It's got a Transgantia in it, trailing one. Hold it well. And I've also put this one up. It's got my variegated string of beads in because it's in a little pot. And just that rubber plant, I bought that reduced at a shop because the top had been cut off. It seemed like such a waste, just sat there. It needed topping up the soil, it was a bit rough, but to me it looks beautiful now. It's not going to stay up there, I want one of my other trailing plants up there, but I put it up there for now. Little TLC. Yeah, this side of the fish room going really well. I'm just going to put some food in for the Jardini and the fish in that tank now, and the eels. I just put some bloodworm in as a treat. See, the Jardini just takes whole chunks of them. But one of the fire eels is a bit of a pick. That one there is a bit of a picky eater. He's a lot thinner. The only thing he seems to nail is the bloodworm. So I know it's not the healthiest food to give him, but he's still growing, fattening him up a bit. Feste loves it as well. Colours him up lovely. A little bit of bloodworm in there. The red devils love it too. And the dacnoid loves it as well. That's the dacnoid I bought off Simo, if you're watching. He's doing so good, I love him. It's one of my favourite fish already. There he is. He loves it since I put all these pipes in as well. And there's the pike I got off Simo too. Another lovely fish. Them two have actually started to bond. It's almost like they remember each other. Oh look, black ghost knifefish has come out to give us a little treat. Such a lovely fish he is. Love him. Anyone who doesn't know, if you look, they've got no eyes. He's not injured. They have no eyes. I tell you what, it's like he's got the best sight in the tank because of his sense of smell. He'll find his food, you don't have to worry about that. He eats whole shrimp as well now. Surprised me. He's got a right good appetite on it. The black ghost knifefish and the younger clown knifefish. But some of the baby monsters in here will move out. Once the catfish are gone, they'll need to grow a bit in here though, otherwise the Asian Arowana would eat them. But they can grow in here and then move in with the Asian once the catfish are gone. The black ghost knifefish will always be in this tank. Possibly the Jardini. Let's see, because I've seen some that have reached a good size. So we might need a bigger tank, hopefully, at some stage. Such a beautiful fish. I think Jardini Arowanas are Australian, because I've heard them nicknamed the Australian Arowana. They look very similar to Asian Arowanas as well. They look a lot more similar to them than silvers. Spooking him out, going too close. I'll back off a little bit. I just wanted to catch a couple of the smaller tanks in this one. I know the video's getting a bit long, so I'll jump over now. So this is a Tetra tank I've set up. It was already a mature tank, because I used to use it for breeding small cichlids and stuff. Mainly cichlids, small cichlids and medium cichlids. But so it was a mature tank. I thought it'd be perfect to put some tetras in. So that's nice and healthy. But since I've put the tetras in, it's sprung into life even more. So since the last video I've shown it on, I carefully pulled it out on the water change and I've painted all the back black, which I do to all my tanks I'm keeping. But I actually painted the sides black on this one as well, which I don't normally do, but this is into an alcove, so I only wanted the front one on show. We're panning a bit closer. You can see the blanket algae I'm growing up the side. I know a lot of people don't like their algae, but I absolutely love it like that. The blanket algae, because I've got the tetras spawning all over it now. And I've been using my frog bit with the long roots. I've been using that as natural spawning mops. It's been spreading across my tank so well, I keep taking loads out. I've actually been introducing it into the bigger tanks as well. So fish like eating it as well. The bigger fish, I mean. But yeah, I've just sorted out a load to give away as well to my mates, because there's just so much of it. It spreads really well, but if you've got multiple tanks, I still recommend keeping it. Some people see it as a nuisance, but I found in a fish room it's quite handy. Just like snails, to me snails are handy. You know, your loaches and your pufferfish love eating them, but a lot of people see them as pests, so it depends what you you know, I can see why they are pests to a lot of people, but to me they're really useful. So the fish that have been spawning the most in here have been the lampai, Norman's lampai killifish. You can see them there with the glowing eyes. They've been spawning all over these mops, these frog bits, roots, floating plants, and I've been carefully taking them out and putting them in another tank I've set up. I was only doing it as a test. I keep trying new things, and it worked. It's another thing that's worked. So I've been hatching loads of these lampai fry in the other tank, but now the tank's plants have bedded in so well, they've got plenty of places to hide. My next job tomorrow, because I'm off tomorrow, I'm gonna move all the Norman lampais out of here. There's at least 19 in this tank, and it's heavily planted. What I'd consider heavily planted, some may say it's not, but I'll have to catch them 19 lampais out of there and introduce them to the other tank that I'll show you in a minute. But then once I do that, this is a true Tetra tank then, because the only fish left in here will be my shoal of neon tetras, the shoal of rummy nose tetras, and the shoal of ember tetras. But I might add some cardinals once I've took the 19 land pies out. We'll see. But yeah, I really enjoy this tank. It's a lot smaller than the others, I know, but it's what I fell in love with fish originally, was tetras. You can see the plants are coming on well there. They're different sections of Monstera branching off from this one. Oh, I said about this leaf it was uncurling. Look how good it ended up. That was the one off the last video. You remember the one that was producing it was that one, and that one is the one that came from it, and it looks stunning. And it's got another one on its way now here, so that's doing really well. Got my French bulldog there, their princess, our princess. So I'll cut to the other one now. So this is the other tank I've scaped. It's 2 foot tall, but it's 1.5 foot across and 1.5 foot deep and 2 foot tall. Would have been an ideal angelfish breeding tank really, but I want to put my land pies in here. And there is already fry in there. There's eggs as well, all over the frog bit. They are tiny even to spot with the naked eye, because my eyes aren't as good as they used to be, I'm noticing. But there are eggs in there, and there's fry in there, but they're tiny and they're learning to hide well. The only plant that's not doing so well in here is that one there. It's melting back, so I might trim it back and just leave the couple of good leaves and hope it comes back, but it might not. The moss though is thriving, the boga moss in here. That was the other thing I was letting the fish spawn on. So the first eggs, I moved that moss into here, out of the other tank. And it was full of eggs, and they were hatching all over the tank. I might try and catch them from above. I could see them from above the other night, all near the surface, so I think they are land pie fry, but there could be Tetra fry mixed in there. And that one there at the back is doing really good. They're such fast growers, and so they are always best for the back of your tank. Because I'm recording this towards the end of the day now, if you look at the top you can see they're closing up at the tops. Just there. They're closing up. That's because it's the end of the day, and as it gets dark though, they'll close completely, but in the mornings they'll open right up again and fan out. Grow really well, they do. Just come up near the roots and see if we can catch any fry near the surface. They do like it near the surface. No. Doing really well anyway. Oh, is that one? Yeah, can you see that one? Really small, but it was centre shot there. It's just gone to the algae bit. Typical, the one bit of glass I didn't scrape. The reason why I didn't scrape that glass is because I've set this tank up here, and then I've set this little one next to it, because every time I gravel hoover now, I say gravel hoover, it's sand I've put in here, but every time I hoover the sand, I do it into here, because I keep finding eggs and fry in there. I don't want to be sending them straight down the drain. You can see just to the right, that's a Tetra tank, so I like sitting here on a night. Then I've got my back to the big tank, so then I have to turn around. It's them for a bit, but it's been nice keeping a small fish again. So yeah, in the next video all the lampreys should be in here. I'm just going to pause it quick and look for some fry. There's one centre shot, so I'm above the tank now and that's just below the light. Can you see him centre shot? There's one. Swimming against the current. So it's quite a big tank really, this for fry, but it's not got a big filter on it. At the minute it's just running off 2 big sponge filters and a big air stone. There's another fry next to him. You see that one? Part of the water's got a glare on and part of it's got a shade, but there's 2 fry on shot for a sec then. There's a lot more than that. I'm trying to find some more. You can see him there swimming. Looks like he's fighting a right current, but it's only an air stone and 2 sponge filters in a big tank. So that's the same 2 from a different angle from the other side of the tank. 2 fry there. You can see the frog bit from above here as well. And see how they like getting shelter. There's normally quite a lot of them in the smaller gaps with the frog bit getting shelter, but there's some of the bigger ones that now, they're still tiny, but they're getting bigger now, so they're wanting to fight the current. So there's 2 there. If I move over this side, you can see one there just by the bubbles. Centre shot there, fighting the current. Yeah, so I think they're the Norman's lamprey killifish because they love it near the surface, but they could well be tetras. The plan is if I put the killifish in here, they'll be spawning all over this boga moss there, all over the, I keep calling them spawning mops now, but the frog bit, floating plant roots there, and all over there, hydrophilia, I think I'm pronouncing that right, there at the back. It's a lot of places for them to spawn, that's what I'm thinking, but we'll see. Fingers crossed. And there is some orange shrimp in here as well. I did a short of them. Orange sun-kissed near Jardini shrimp. 6 of them, sorry, I got 6 of them. But they hide well in the plants. I have been feeding them a little bit. See them now and again coming out to the front. Hopefully they'll slowly build a colony. Fingers crossed again. Yeah, if you made it this far, thanks a lot guys, thanks for watching. If you want to like and subscribe, much appreciated. I've been really enjoying reading the comments as well. I've had some really good comments lately. Some subscribers from North Wales as well. A really good one about breeding amber tetras the other day. I really enjoyed reading. And using North Walian water. Yeah, so I do appreciate the comments. Or likes, shares. If you subscribed, thanks a lot. Really appreciate it. Take care. Thanks for watching. Skull.